Transformers the game is based on the upcoming summer movie extravaganza by Michael Bay, and in a lot of ways, it's a very expected movie game tie-in. It basically follows the plot of the film. It's got some of the key characters from the film. You can play as some of the big old Transformer robots, run around beating up other robots, blowing stuff up. But like most movie games, it's also a little bit sloppy, feels kind of rushed, isn't very long, and doesn't have a whole lot of depth to it. In the game, you can play as both the Autobots and the Decepticons in separate campaigns that have both sides going after the All-Spark, which is sort of the life force thing for Transformers, I guess. You spend a lot of time beating up other robots or chasing after other robots in your vehicular form, and occasionally just blowing things up. Though that's more a staple of the Decepticons campaign, and it's actually one of the better parts of the game because the environments blow up really nicely with some great explosions and destructive effects to the various buildings and set pieces. The robots also look really good. You can say what you want about the designs compared with the old Transformer designs, but they emulate the designs from the film really nicely. They're super detailed, and there's some really cool animations in there when you're fighting. Unfortunately, the actual act of fighting is not that much fun. You just spend a lot of time hammering on the melee attacks over and over and over again. You pretty much do the same 3-hit combos again and again. Every once in a while, you just pick up some piece of the environment, throw it at an enemy that can't otherwise be attacked, which will stun them. Then you can run in and do the same 3-hit combo again and again and again. The game also has a few frustrations, not the least of which is the camera, which is difficult to move around, tends to get stuck in things, and is often really chaotic in heavy battles because it tends to shake really violently. Another contrivance is the game's action zones, which are just little circular areas of the environment that you kind of have to stick in through a lot of the battles. Unfortunately, it's pretty easy to get knocked out of those action zones, and when you are out, there's a little countdown timer that goes that you have to get back in before the mission fails. All told, there's just not a whole lot to Transformers. It's just a lot of the same repetitive combat again and again, and while the destructive elements and the robots do look pretty cool, that's not quite enough to carry the entire game. It's a decent game, it's an okay translation of the film in the way that it ties in, but it's just not a whole lot of fun for very long.